calculations. Okay. So now once you finish the equalization tank calculation, right? As I told you, I think it's better if you write this down. Kevin and Supun and Django, all you guys can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Django? Anyway, he has finished the calculation. So once you finish the equalization tank base, once you calculate the base in volume, right, you can go to the example 20.7. There you have to do a power calculation, right? Then go through this calculation steps A, B, C, D, E, and draw this diagram as well. Assume each aerator is placed in one control like that. Draw that one and finish the equalization tank calculation, right? Thereafter, from the equalization tank, find out what is the, from the table you can get what is the maximum BOD out, right? Here in the Excel sheet they have mentioned BOD in, what is the maximum and minimum, BOD out, what is the maximum and minimum, right? So you can find the BOD 5 value respective to the BOD maximum BOD out. Here if you go to Excel sheet, you can find the maximum BOD 5 value which is respect to the maximum BOD out.
Fine.
Okay, so that value is the S naught value. So mark it down. S naught will be that value, right? If you go to the page 885 of the reference, let me know when you go to that page.
I'm just
Okay, right. Now from the S column, find what is the maximum BOD 5 value. What will be the S naught value? $167.42, right? 42, yeah. Yeah. So similarly, in your calculation, you will find the S naught value, right? You need that one for further calculations. That's why I asked you to note it down, right? Okay. Right. Then we have to do the primary sedimentation tank calculation. It was done in your third year, so you have to check those notes and do, and the calculation is in the reference as well, right? Okay. So after equalization tank, you will go to the primary sedimentation. Then the primary treatment part is over, right? Then we will go to the secondary treatment plant, right? So what will happen is, once you design a primary treatment plant, in the reference book, the example they have given, the effluent BOD5 value is 84 milligrams per liter, which is not up to the standard. So they have decided to design and build another secondary treatment plant by, according to the standard, we have to decrease the BOD5 value to 30 milligrams per liter. Can you remember that? In the standard I showed you last time, the effluent of the treatment plant should be 30 milligrams per liter BOD5 value. I hope you guys remember. If not, go to the lecture slide. Dr. Shiromi has uploaded a link of the standard. Okay. And then once you finish the primary treatment, we'll start the secondary treatment. So in the secondary treatment, we will design an aeration tank and a sedimentary tank. Aeration tank means here, can you remember a term called activated sludge? I hope you are right. So I said that name because we are using, we are going to calculate the, we are going to design an aeration tank where we will use the activated sludge and those terms. I hope you guys remember the terms. Anyway, I will go through the example. Okay, I will take you through the calculation. Now, after finishing equalization tank, you will go to the primary sedimentation tank, where you will calculate for a, you will design a circular tank. Okay, remember, design a circular tank. Then once the primary treatment is over, we will come to the secondary treatment. Here, go to the page number 984. Jayangar?
Yes, sir.
You are there, right?
What is the page again?
984.
84.
Everyone can see the reference calculation. Yeah, okay. Now, in this example, they have given the town of Lawrence has been directed to upgrade its primary wastewater treatment plant to a secondary plant that can meet an effluent standard of 30 milligrams per liter BOD5 and 30 milligrams per liter total suspended solid. So similarly, you have to upgrade your primary treatment plant into a secondary one, right? Now, once you finish the equalization tank, you will obtain what will be the flow rate and the BOD5, right, of the existing primary plant. Here, can you see existing primary plant effluent characteristics? Those two should be taken from your equalization tank calculator. Huh?
Okay.
Right. I will take you through the calculation so that you will understand. Right?
Okay.
Then, if you go a little bit higher, you can see what are the equations we are using. Go to the page 979. can you see two equations, 23 stroke dash 14 and 23 dash 15?
Yeah.
Yeah, we will be using these two equations, right? So here there are few terms, ks, kd, mu m, kd, like that. Those are constant, right? And those values are given in table 23.4. ks, kd, mu m, those values, can you see them, right? The range is given and the typical value is given as well. So these will be taken from the literature, values of growth constants for domestic wastewater, right? So you can use any value within the range, right, for your calculation, right? Are you guys familiar with the terms given in the lecture, or should I mention about them as well?
It's better sir, if you can
What is MLSS? Sorry?
Mixed liquid suspended solids.
Okay. Now you can remember that one. Okay, go to the page number 976. Can you see a diagram there? Figure 23.9. So here you can see an aeration tank and a secondary settling tank, right? So the water will come from the primary sedimentation tank to the aeration tank, right? Okay.
Okay.
Right. So there, what will happen is we will remove the organic matter from the using the oxygen, right? So it's a biological process where there will be microorganisms, right? Bacteria and so on. They will eat the that
Hello.
30 is taken from the standard and it will be 30 for you guys as well, right? So that is the allowable BOD5. So that should be the effluent BOD5 value of your treatment plant. When the water goes to the public, it should be at that value, right? Then the next 30 is the BOD5 in the suspended solid, right? Yeah. Now in this case, in this calculation, they have given that as 30 milligrams per liter, but it will vary from calculation to calculation depending on the scenario, right? Okay. Right.
Okay.
Now after calculating the S value, then we will calculate X, right? This is equation 23-14, right? Here
40.
yeah,
No, sir,
40.
40.
14, the mean cell residence time, can be estimated with equation 23/14, the assumed value for growth curve, right? So as I mentioned earlier, the mean cell residence value is the factor which will decide the reduction of the BOD file, right? So you have to calculate theta c from that value. Here, in the equation, there's an equation S equal Ks times 1 plus Kd theta c divided by theta c times mu m minus Kd minus 1. So that equation will be used and theta c will be calculated. Right? That is the mean cell residence time. Theta c is the mean cell residence time. Okay. Hello.
Okay.
Right. Then after that, once you know the theta c, you have to assume MLVSS. That means mixed liquor volatile suspended solid value as 2000. Then find the hydraulic detention time. Why we are finding hydraulic detention time? Because that is needed to calculate the volume of the aeration tank, right? So we will find the theta value. Then using that one, we can find the volume of the aeration tank, right? So to find the theta value, we will be using equation. There's an equation x equal theta c times y times s naught minus s divided by t naught times 1 plus kd theta c. Right? Can you see? Can you see that equation? Yeah. So here now you have found theta c from your previous calculation, right? In the example it was 5, right? Then you know your y and x is MLVSS, of course. 2000 is MLVSS, right? X value. Here the S naught value in the equation, can you see they have mentioned 84 milligrams per liter? Can you see the example? They have included the value 84 milligrams per liter.
Yes.
Yeah, that is the value I mentioned earlier. From the equalization tank, you have to find the effluent value, maximum effluent value. That should be the value you put in here. S naught should be the value you taken from the equalization tank, right?
That BOD value?
Yeah, that value. Okay. And this 11.1 is the value you calculate earlier in this example, S value, right? All the other values are familiar for you guys, right? Then from that one you can calculate the theta value. Here it's given as theta. Sometimes it's given as T naught as well. Okay, the same term. Jayanga, did you understand what I said?
Yes, sir.
I thought you weren't there when I was talking about the equalization tank S naught value. Do you know how to find the S naught value?
I'll find, sir. There's some connection error.
Okay. S naught value is taken from the equalization tank, right? You have to find the
Okay.
maximum BOD value from the S column in that equalization tank calculation, right? That should be the value S naught, right? Then you have to find the volume, right? Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so complete up to that point, right? If you have any questions, ask in the group, so I will answer you guys, right? Is there anything which is not clear for you? Quickly ask, there's only 1 minute left. Okay, now today finish the equalization tank and send me the S note values to me. Okay, then I will continue. I will tell you what to do next, right?
Okay, sir.
Okay,
Okay.
right. So we'll stop the session here, right? If you have any question, feel free to ask. Okay,
Thank you, sir.
right. Okay, right.